Right, ladies and gentlemen, $7 per gallon gas in a California county. Now, this a lot of it's because of the taxes that they have on it, but it's an interesting story. $7. If you like this type of stuff, like the channel, subscribe to it, help me out a little bit. We're going to go over this and why, then some things that Trump has said, some things that California says, and what we're going to do when it gets to be 6.50 a gallon. I think we're just going to pay it, guys, because nobody seems to be complaining very much. All right. California gas prices have climbed to eye-watering levels, with one rural county emerging as one of the most expensive fuel markets in the United States. Mono County, a remote area in eastern California west of Yosemite National Park, is seeing an average price close to $7 per gallon, according to the AAA data. That compares with the statewide average of $6.11 per gallon and an average of $4.45, which was just $4.23, I think, just a week ago. The surge places California at top of the national ranking for fuel prices, with other expensive areas including San Francisco around $6.30, San Diego at $6.10, and Los Angeles, Long Beach also near $6.10. And they're paying it. They are paying it. I'm not hearing any complaints about it. By comparison, as of Monday morning, California's average prices for regular gas stood at $6.11, while the national average was $4.45. Second highest price in the county are Hawaii at an average of $5.63 per gallon. Mid-grade averages California were $6.32 and $6.53, and diesel was $7.50. That's the average in California. Can you believe that? And they're still paying it. They're not like, you think in some of these other countries, when these things happen, the farmers get their tractors out, the truckers have their trucks out, they're driving around spraying shit all over City Hall, shit like that. I don't know. I think it does do some stuff, but anyway, maybe something like that needs to be done. Drive around your City Hall and honk all the day, spray shit all over everything. By comparison, as of Monday morning, California's average for regular gas stood at $6.11, while the national average was $4.45. We just went over that. There are several reasons for California's stunning prices. For one, not only do residents face steep 71-cent per gallon tax on gasoline, but the state has also had to rely heavily on imported gas since two refineries closed last year. Yeah, how many refineries are closing down? And I've heard stories of oil seeping up out of golf courses and shit. Maybe I can find some videos on that, but yeah, we've got enough oil right here. We can supply our own selves at about $1 a gallon, it looks like to me, if we really wanted to. Further, California has strict environmental regulations on gas that focuses on reducing emissions through fuel standards and the transition to zero emissions vehicles. Hence, the state heavily restricts the use of methanol in standard gasoline, prioritizing ethanol as a primary oxygenate. While the move is often celebrated by environmentalists, it also makes gas more expensive to refine, which reflects the Americans' pockets. Psycho Newsom has really ruined California. Gruesome Newsom, isn't that what they call him? Another reason for the staggering prices is the opening war in Iran and the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, which has sent the world into panic, considering it is one of the major export points of the ships in the Persian Gulf. The ongoing war led the Trump administration to enact a naval blockade of the strait, increasing tensions in the region. U.S. Navy reported directed strike to immediate threats against these ships that cross the waterway. There's Mono County. So you see $7.02, and then the here's the average. One of it. White. Maybe it's because of their tax. I don't know, but that's nuts. I mean, that's $7 a gallon, and they're paying it. I mean, that's the thing. They're paying it. They're paying it. A U.S. official said the rules of engagement for U.S. forces in the region have been changed, and they were authorized to strike immediate threats against ships that cross the strait, like IRCG fast boats and Iranian missile positions. Okay, Axios Global Affair. The move is part of what the Trump administration is calling Project Freedom, a plan to help release ships that were locked up in the Straits of Hormuz and were merely neutral and innocent bystanders. Project Freedom? Really? Where'd all this start from, Don? I think we were doing just fine until somebody started bombing Iran, Gaza. The ship movement is merely meant to free up people, companies, and countries that have done absolutely nothing wrong. Yeah, well, there are countries that have done things wrong, big time. Many of these ships are running low on food and everything else necessary. The goodwill behalf of all those. Over the past week, Iran has attacked nearly every vessel that has aimed to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. In a statement following Trump's announcement of Project Freedom, the chairman of the Iranian Parliament's National Security Committee, whatever, threatened relations with the U.S., carries out its plan to free up these ships. I'll let you know about it later, he said before boarding Air Force One, adding, they are going to give me the exact wording now. No comments. I'd like to read some comments. I think $7 a gallon gasoline is just fine. I think you'll go ahead and keep paying it. I think a bunch of people are just cucks. We're going to have to do something or start, I'm going to get my bike camper ready to go, because we're all going to be living in the street. It's getting pretty wild. Mad Max on steroids is what it'll be. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Again, like and subscribe. Appreciate you.